Right, so UCD, we do believe that being raised in Dublin is as bad as being raised by badgers. But before I start Dublin bashing to all you guys, let's talk about something we can all agree on. Sorry, lecture picnic, MDMA. Something we can all agree on together as one big unit. I think we're all paranoid, the whole country, no matter where you come from, that we're going to be the one this year that slips on the ice on RTE. It was so cold last winter, ladies and gents. I was walking down Grafton Street and I saw a Romanian gypsy put her hands in her own pockets. That, of course, ladies and gents, is an example of racism, which, as we all know, was invented by a Dublin taxi driver in 1981.
Give me a shout if you've been to a teenage disco growing up. Powerful. We've all been to them. It's a bit of a rite of passage for Irish people. For those of you not from Ireland, some English people in, fake Americans. For those of you not familiar, a teenage disco in Ireland, basically what happens is they get about 200 Irish teenagers once a month, bring them all together into a local community or GAA hall, bolt the doors, and then leave them all to finger each other to death. It's essentially like Black Swan if you just take away all of the ballet. Black Swan's an amazing movie. Have we seen Black Swan? Yeah. Brilliant films. A French guy and that goes up to two ballerinas, two 16-year-old ballerinas, and tells them to go home, touch yourself. And they did it! Can you imagine some sweaty Irish dance teacher going up to two girls under the age of 18? How are you girls? Go home and touch yourself, will you? Be in fucking prison the next day. I was working on a building site. This guy came onto the site. He's actually from County Wicklow as well, a place called Glenamal, which is one of God's blind spots. Like, it's horrible. This guy was the biggest, you know, just a real country lad, completely green, just full of lies. And I think the further Irish lads go from Ireland, the more they tend to bullshit. This guy went on to the build site. He was the kind of guy, you know, if you've been to Tenerife, he's been to 11 Reef. Do you know what I mean? He walks up to our Australian foreman, ladies and gents. The Australian foreman goes, "Hi, Matt, have you got a license to drive an excavator?" Panic goes over and says, "What the fuck is an excavator? Is that a PlayStation game?" He just looks at the foreman, doesn't even hesitate, goes, "I can drive one of them, yeah." The other foreman goes, "Alright, mate, you can drive an excavator. And you've got a license to drive a backhoe?" "Yeah, definitely. Yeah, got a license to drive that." "Alright, mate, you can drive an excavator. You can drive a backhoe. Can you drive a pet foot as well?" "Yeah." "Absolutely, yeah, no worries." He stares at the Australian foreman and says the most Irish thing I've ever heard in my life, sticks his chest out and goes, "The only thing that I can't drive is a soft Mickey."
Dublin scumbags, ladies and gents, give me a shout in the room if you have any point in your life pressed pause on your iPod to earwig on other people's conversations. You lying fuckers, you. We've all done it, and if you haven't done it, I highly recommend it. Dublin scumbags are the bane of my life, ladies and gents. I live in Dublin city centre. I walked behind two guys not so long ago on Georgia Street, pressed pause on my iPod. I don't want to use some derogatory, stereotypical name, so let's just call them Anto and Deco. Now, Anto and Deco are slagging each other off, giving each other a bit of abuse. Anto turns to Deco and he goes, do you know what, Deco? You're an illiterate prick. I think you'll agree it's quite harsh. I was also quite impressed at his use of the word illiterate. Deco responds, I'm not illiterate. I know who my dad is.